What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's me Jazark and today we're gonna have a look at the 2019 BMW 118i. A couple of weeks ago, that was my phone, let me put my sound off. A couple of weeks ago I was at the launch event of BMW Broekhuis Oost Enschede. It's in the Netherlands, very nice dealership of BMWs and Mini. And they were presenting this new 1 Series. At first when I saw the launch pictures, I was like a little bit skeptical because I thought it was looking too bulky and I didn't exactly know what I thought of the car. But now when I see it in person, the front end looks pretty aggressive, as you can see at first. And if we have a look with what we do, let me explain what we do first. First we have a brief look around the car, what the changes are. Later on we check out the spec sheet. It's a 45,805 euro car, so we run through the specs, what it has, what it's equipped with, and then we'll take a look at the inside. We're gonna have a drive and yeah, all those things. But first, check out the outside of the car. So my first opinion was that the end is like a bigger brother of its pre-success. It's like a bulky car, but when I see it in person, like I already said, now it's a pretty aggressive rear end of the car, and especially with those 19-inch bicolor wheels, also M Sport wheels, it's pretty neat. So if we go to the front, and we also can take a look inside very quickly. Yes, that's unlocked. If we have a look inside, you can see it also has the M Sport package. It has the Alcantara seats, multifunctional steering wheel, navigation. It's pretty loaded. It has the head-up display as well, wireless charging dock and stuff like that. But like I said, we'll dive in deep later on. It has a panoramic sunroof, by the way. But if we look at the front end, the biggest changes of the car is the large kidney grille. Of course, the kidney grille is the most iconic grille, I would say. It's a very BMW style thing. It has the very nice LED lights. I think they're what kind of shape do they have? Do you know? Cameraman? No, he doesn't know. I don't know either. But we will dive into that later on. Okay, so we'll create some beauty shots for you that we will drop right now, and then talk about the car later on. Hey, let's go for the beauty shots.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up, now we gon' way up, now we going. On track, now we gon' way up, now we gon' way up, now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 Seas. I deal with life different.
So guys, I hope you like the beauty shots. Let's hop in the car, go for a drive, talk about the specs, and look at the interior. Most important thing. Let's go. So, we're now inside the car. As you can see, really new interior design. We have a very nice multifunctional steering wheel. All the displays are now digital, so you can see the navigation is also inside the gate cluster. We have a very nice navigation system over here, and I see the train is coming. Take a look. Okay, so, well, then we have some time to talk about the interior. So we have different driving modes. We have Sport, Comfort and Eco Sport. Then the car shuts off and you have normal start-stop system. You can also see it on the display over here. We can also, oh, now it's gone. We can put it into individual standard. You can change your own settings, what you want, mode on Sport or Comfort. You can change the steering direction to Comfort or Sport or Comfort. Transmission you can change everything. individual, like it already said. Then you have the home screen, so you have the car screen, but normally this is the home screen where you have the navigation, including radio, the date, etc. But it's a very nice, clean interior. I really like also the colors that change when you change the comfort mode or sport mode. You can see it right here. It's now red. Now comfort is orange, and Eco Pro turns into blue. And that's also what you just showed, the main screen, the navigation screen, which changes with it. What else do we have? Of course, we also have, well, of course, I think it's an option, it's the heated seats. Something that I don't really like, that I figured out in the hours that we're driving right now, is the heated, well, the heat settings. So if you want to adjust the heat, I was pressing in the middle of the button, but that doesn't work. You really have to press down or up to increase the heat, which also appears in the small display over here. Another thing, while the windows are fucking up, is the mode over here in the middle. You can change if it follows the road, security things and all stuff like that. You can change the individual as well. That means that at least one intelligent safety system is turned off, but you can also turn everything on. That makes that you also have lane assist. So when you are on the edge of your lane, it will vibrate with your steering wheel and you get turned back like most of the modern cars have right now. Besides that, we also have USB charging point, and we have a very nice spot to charge your phone. It's a wireless charging place for your phone, so most devices you can charge them, like the iPhone X or an iPhone XS. All the new models have it. I guess also some Samsung models, but I don't really know. But it's a very nice feature. I like the shifting, the very nice shift knob, automatic gear transmission knob. I don't know how you call it, but it's nice. And of course, if you have a look at the back, you can clearly see the M Sport package with the Alcantara seats, the contrast stitching, and last but not least, we have the panoramic roof, which you can open completely. And here I can see, I found the button, and now you can open the window and it slides back. It also has the wind stopper over here in the front, so it reduces the noise, but I think in general it's a very nice car. The downside of it costs 48,000 euros, like I just mentioned, almost 46,000 euros. And I think for a car like this, they increased the price, and that's a little bit of a bummer. So, but yeah, you get a nice car, but still, it's the entry-level car of BMW. So we're now almost heading to our destination for some photos at the football stadium, and we will continue from there. So we've parked up in a nice stadium in the Netherlands. It's from FC Twente. It's the Grolsvesten, that's what the stadium is called. And now let's go dive into the spec sheet, because we've already discussed some of the points while we were driving, and also from the outside, but let's dive in. Like I said, it's a BMW 118i. It's a 5 doors. It's a hatchback at 140 brake horsepower, almost 1400 kilograms, and the retail price, including Dutch tax, because that's a lot, is 45,805.09. That's a pretty big sum of money if you ask me. It has of course the M model sport package. Apparently it has a larger capacity fuel tank. 19-inch wheels, as you can also see here. Very nice wheels. It's a bi-color, so it has the normal aluminium color with the black finish. Pretty nice. M Sport badge as well. Sport brakes. Let's see some other interesting features. Sport steering wheel, multifunctional steering wheel, of course alarm system, which is almost standard these days with cars like this. M seat belts. It also has the color stitching. Let's see. Yeah, it has the contrast stitching. So of course the red with dark blue and light blue, which is a very common thing for the M line of BMW. Then what else do we have? Seat belts, panoramic glass roof. We also shown that while we were driving. Floor mats, of course, a very nice velours finish. Also same as the steering wheel. I mean the seats. LED fog lights, LED headlights. It has the LED headlights. It's not adaptive, so it doesn't steer within the corners, but that's pretty nice. I know what it was called. It's a hexagon LED light. Hexagon. Like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shapes normally of 6 lines, which makes it a hexagon. So parking assist. We can also show that in a minute, because if you put it into reverse, you will see some video as well. Parking assist, also the sensors, lights package. It's pretty loaded. Sport suspension, of course, within the M Sport package. M leather steering wheel, which is pretty soft. Sport seats, aerodynamic package with M rear spoiler. That's in the rear decklet of the. You can take a look. It's this very small lip, which you normally don't have, but with the M Performance package you also have this. I hope you can see it on the camera. I don't know, does it pick up on the camera? Yep, nice. Of course, automatic transmission, and that's it. So yeah, you have a pretty nice car, really nice car for 46,000 euros. In my opinion, a little bit too expensive for a car like this. But yeah, it's still a very nice car. One downside that I want to point out, beside the buttons issue, what's not really an issue, is that it's not really spacious. I thought when I was looking at the car from the outside, the profile seems to be a pretty spacious car. But if you hop in the front and want to go outside, you have the steering wheel, which is 185. I also explained it in my previous video from the Mini. But you have the pretty small exit, so the pillar is over here and the steering wheel is over here, so you have to almost put yourself out of the car. And that's the same for the rear. The boot is pretty big, but the rear seats are pretty small. This is like my driving position for a person like 185 in centimeters, and this is the rear. It does flex a little bit, so you can sit, but if you sit up normally at a normal height, I hit the roof. And also same if you want to go outside, you really have to be a little bit flexible to get that done. So this is the BMW 118i from 2019. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up, and we'll see each other on another video, whatever, blah blah blah.